Hey Stella, first of all, I love your work and I'm so excited that we're doing this. So thank you. I am going to try and explain the vision that's in my head, and then of course you take that and you do what you do. Okay. And I'm going to use the images over here and also reference elements that I love about your work. So this is the face, right? And it is very much this like full front on, not necessarily looking or head turned, which you see like depicted in here. Why I grabbed this one is because in my dream the his full face wasn't showing, and I think that's where something like the shroud could come into play. He didn't have the thorn of or the crown of thorns. So what I see is this face, more than half of it shown, right? And then maybe being covered, parts of it being covered by the shroud. And the shroud, I think, is where it starts to kind of fade and blur into nothing, if that makes sense. I love how your work just kind of like bleeds into nothing, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it, but that's the best way that I can think to describe it. It's like you have these really clear, defined edges, and then there's half or a portion of it that just kind of slowly fades and kind of bleeds into the page. And that's where I think the watercolor is so beautiful. Especially like this one, it has the elements of like that softness, but then the defined pieces as well. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to send you probably these three. Again, this one for the actual like face, and then this for more of like that shrouded element that I see where it kind of like, part of the face is very defined, but then it also just like kind of melts into the page. Like it's almost like he's almost, yeah, I hope this makes sense. I figured this would be easier though than trying to type it out. So I'm going to email you these, email the link to this video. You'll have the link to this video as many times as you want to refer to it. It's not going anywhere. See, kind of like this is what I'm talking about, where you have like this really beautiful, like defined face, and then I don't know how to describe this element that you do, but I love it. So I'm going to stop this because I'm going to ramble on and on without saying anything, but I hope this helps. Please send me all questions that you have. I'm happy to answer or see if I can offer any sort of clarity, but hopefully this helps you give you some direction. Thank you.